Yeah, you already know what it is. Face Value Podcast, episode 295.
Yeah, yo. We're in a transitional period right now. The big move has been accomplished. Bailey and Evan moved to the new space.
Yo.
And it feel good. You said it feel way better, huh?
Hell yeah, I feel like I can breathe in this motherfucker. So it feels like new beginnings. So we're gonna have a whole new environment to be around and everything, and I love it.
I feel that because every time I move, I'll be like, I would never go back to the last spot I lived at.
Hell yeah.
Each time is like a tiny step up, and I'm like, I can't go back for real.
Yeah.
Like now, y'all got appliances and shit.
Oh my gosh.
Dishwasher.
Yeah. Amenities going dumb, stupid.
Dishwasher
crazy.
and laundry and unit is two things that once you get, you never want to go back. Yo.
Hell yeah. You have everything you need at the crib. The fucking fridge makes ice. Just found that shit out.
These are normal things.
Right.
I had to realize that these are normal things. I feel you because I got ice maker in my shit. That was the first time I ever had an ice maker in my fridge.
I was like, what is that noise? I was like, because it's not making ice. And then everyone was like, let's check.
Remember I was telling you like I'll be in my crib and I hit some. What is that?
Yeah.
It'd be the ice maker for real.
And that's exactly how I discovered it too. Because I heard sounds and I'm like, damn. Is that the ice sound? And he was like, shit, we got to get a little bucket or whatever you do.
I remember my very first crib. I took all that shit for granted. Like, my very first crib, when I was living on Ashland.
Damn.
We had, look. It was actually stupid lit for real. Like, it was two of us. We was both paying $675. We had parking spot in the back. We had dishwasher. We had in-unit laundry. We had what else? And then we had something else. We had that backyard, which was lit.
Period. And
I just took all that for granted because I always had that all my life for real. Like when I was a little kid, we didn't have no dishwasher. But as soon as my mama got their new shit, we all had dishwashers. You know what I'm saying? I just took that for granted. Like I'm supposed to have this.
Yeah.
Then I left that first crib. I had to go rent a room. And after that, I ain't see a dishwasher until I moved in 2023.
Facts. Yeah, I ain't never had no dishwasher.
It changed everything for real.
Yeah, I thought I was going to hate this place because it's a little bit of downsize. And I thought I was going to be like, damn, even though I had like issues with the last spot.
But that's maturity though.
Like, regret moving and be like, damn, now it's tiny in here.
No, that's maturity though, because I went through that too. Because my last crib was bigger than my new crib for real, and I was like, sometimes it's not all about how big it is; it's how you can use the space for real.
Absolutely, that's
like,
very real.
My other shit was big. I ain't had no closet space and nothing. Like my shit's small, but I guess I could put shit up now.
Yeah.
To make it big. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Buying smart furniture with storage in it.
Exactly. Trying to utilize and
get the most out of the space
things so you could get the most out of the space.
I used to have lounge space in my last crib. Y'all used to have lounge because y'all shit was big as hell for real. So there used to be a corner that just accumulate hella shit, taking up hella space.
Hell yeah.
But you don't even need that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Now you get to be strategic with where everything goes and downsizing your shit, like giving stuff away and stuff.
Yeah.
So new beginnings, out with the old, in with the new, some spring cleaning type shit.
That man Evan had me, listen, America. This man Evan had me moving this big ass couch, boy. If you ever was a guest on the pod, you know the big ass couch for real.
And
it was fire when y'all first got. We moved that bitch. Me and Evan moved that bitch out. Some nigga was living on top of a nigga garage. Like we had to walk through a building, walk across the garage, and then go into the apartment for real.
Damn, and you had to take it out that way.
Evan was like, "Yeah, we could do it." Yeah, we talking about your ass. It's gonna be bad there, Holyfield. Swear to God, I was telling her like when we got that couch, we had to walk in one building, go up 2 stairs, and then go across a garage on the roof.
Down 3 stairs.
What the fuck?
Yeah, yo. I was like, Evan, leave that shit. I said, but the thing is, it's not heavy. It's just big as hell.
But now, since we took the little part out, now Evan had called it the TAC, the tiny ass couch.
Yeah, it was a sectional. We only got one piece. We finna bring the other piece. Evan insists on bringing the other piece, so we gonna bring it. We gonna make your girl.
What happens when we move here and then we got this half couch? Then we get rid of it, I guess.
That's very. I mean, it's real though, because if we move to the next spot and it's like the nice big place, that big ass couch, we'll want it again.
Y'all just, at that point, you just get a new couch for it.
But I don't.
have to buy a couch every time.
Facts.
You gonna want to buy the couch eventually when you get into your space and you know it's your space you're gonna be here for a long time. You gonna want to buy a couch that you want.
I mean, I feel you because it's gonna have to be like gray, like an L-shaped couch or some shit,
and it'll fit the space exactly how you want it for real.
Yeah,
just pay it off. That's what I learned.
Some rent-a-center shit.
On my soul. That's how I got my couch. I bought that shit at a couch and a coffee table. That shit was definitely more than I had for real. I paid that shit off $100 a month till it was mine for real.
Type shit.
Now that dog, I'll be like, get off the couch. I laid out a towel.
Oh yeah, I saw
the couch. Once you your grubby paws digging in my couch.
No, for real.
Now I understand. That's why niggas do that. My great granny, rest her soul. Rest my great granny's soul. She had that. My great granny had plastic on the couch. She had plastic mats on the floor, on the carpet where you could walk at.
Hell yeah, that's definitely
that thick plastic. That's some black people shit. Right
yeah,
there,
exactly. My Aunt Liz had that shit all in her crib, and it used to smell like very strong perfume, and everything was covered in plastic. But the plastic had been there, and she smoked cigs to like Virginia Slims type shit. So like they were like kind of dingy. Like yellow. And I'm like, you want to put this plastic out here, but the plastic doesn't even look new. It makes all your furniture look old and decrepit.
I used to be playing with my toys over at like my little cars and shit and ran it over and go
unlocked memory. Yeah, bro. You know what? Respect to like old people too. I don't want to comment like that, but when I was younger, I thought it was for like I thought it was like, for like, yes, yo. I know I used to think it was for like.
Kid, you was the only one pissing it.
Right at the time, right? No, I definitely thought it was for that. I really thought it was that, like in case they have their old friends over and like they can't hold it or something. I don't fucking know. I was a child.
Yeah, yo, I love seeing those like memes on Instagram where it's got all the old shit on there. Like you forgot about this, or like you ever seen like the hood interior design?
No.
And it'd be like all shit that all black people always have for real. The plastic on the floors was one of them, or they had like like that shiny black furniture.
Yes. That was my aunt and uncle.
I said it to my mom. I was like, you hell with it.
Country Club Hills. Shout out Country Club Hills.
Yeah, Country Club Hills. That's why I used to be at Country Club Hills.
Yeah, my aunt and my uncle.
Or like a wicker chair.
Yeah, they're little. They have some money, but they have their whole shit. Yeah. Their den is black, like all that.
It
black
was hella shit. I was sitting to my mama. It was like, but the motherfucker had African masks.
Fucking Panthers and shit, like they go by the TV.
The gold
and black
glass table.
Nah, for real.
Oh my god, that's Black History for real. They posted that shit on Black History, but all the time for real. The hood interior design, and there's like different kinds. So like I said, we could be wicker chair, instant. Like I had an auntie like that.
Yeah. You talk about that one chair?
Yeah. They go like this.
The fucking Black Panther chair. That's what I used to call it. The Black Panther chair.
On my soul. Roy had one of those in his videos. I went to his house and I saw it in there.
The chair.
I was like, this the chair from the fetish video? Like, yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Speaking of Roy Kenzie, last week we went to Roy's. Well, me and Jamal did. Y'all was moving. I'm sorry y'all was moving that day.
I was so fucked up about that. Did not mean to miss that, but it wasn't in the stars for me.
You already know Roy You already know when Roy do it, he gonna do it. Shout out to Roy Kenzie. He just dropped his album Dandelions. You can buy it on his Bandcamp right now. J.A. Grims is on the single. Shout out my boy J.A. Grims.
Did a fucking great job.
Yeah, they premiered the video there.
Oh yeah.
We listened to the whole album. Tristan hosted the whole event. Nice cocktails, purple cocktails.
Yeah, I saw some videos.
Dandelion flowers strategically placed all through the gallery.
I love that.
Back of the gallery was a library. It was smooth. He came out. He was rapping some of the songs. He spoke before each song and shit. And then showed the Jamal video, which That shit kind of blew my mind because I'm on one of the songs too. I'm on it's a bonus song called Levies that I made the beat for that me and Roy and Jamal are all on. But I heard the album hella times already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was singing it, but when I saw him performing a Dandelion song, like I was like, damn, I'm really just now getting the concept of the song, which is so crazy for real. Because he started off, he was like, when I was a little kid, I used to pick dandelions. And because they was flowers and give them to my mom. And I used to love it until somebody told me that it was a weed for real.
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn, and that's how I be feeling too. Like that I'm really a flower, but they be calling me a weed. I was like, damn, Roy be fucking me up, G.
Yeah, that's a fucking real ass thing. And for respect too, I feel like that happened to me as a child, and I really relate with that.
Like everybody.
Yeah, because he said that shit on the news, and that's when he had said it, and it was like spoken word feeling, and I really heard those fucking words, but I'm like, I literally did the same. I used to pick them for my mom.
Everybody
and my mom was
that.
like, I just want to thank you so much, but I want to let you know that this is a weed. It's not a flower. And I'm like... But
that's just
conceptual pieces.
Yeah, and it's like you said, it's an experience that everybody has felt, regardless of your race, regardless of how big you is, regardless of whatever you do. Everybody first saw a dandelion, it was like, this is a flower. I'm gonna give it to my mama for real.
Yeah,
or somebody that I love for real. Like that's crazy. He really went stupid for real.
Yeah.
So yeah,
shouts out to Roy for that, man.
We all went up there, and then he had a little after party. We kicked it with him for a minute.
Yeah, the song is called "The Secret Life of Dandelions."
It's called Dandelions.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry, y'all.
It's called Dandelions. The album is called Dandelions too. It's like the title track of the album.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So go out and listen to that shit.
Make sure you guys listen to that shit. Support the homies. We love you, Roy. Shouts out to Jamal. I don't know how he's able to do all of this shit, including Ick and Grims too. Yeah. Shameless self promotion. Yeah. Make sure you guys go to Shuba's May 28th.
May 28th. Ick and Grims. You already know, baby. We might be playing some new shit for y'all. You never know.
Hell yeah.
Shout out, we saw Big Giz last weekend too, for real.
Damn, all the homies was outside.
Yeah, Big Giz was playing at that
the
Dark Matter party
shit.
For real.
I was salty. I missed that shit too, bro. This moving, bro. That's maturity too, bro. I had to sit down for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, you ever been to a Dark Matter party? You know that they're always fun as hell for real. They had good bands playing. Gideon was playing. He had like a percussionist playing with him.
Oh, okay.
Like, dude, he had like little conga drums. He had like the little wood thing that
nice.
All the cymbals and shit playing along with Giz. It was tight for real. So shout out Big Giz too.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. What kind of food they have?
They didn't actually have food on. It was a smaller one this time. They had pizza. But it was like a smaller event. They had all the kids there early, and then the bands played late. But I was like, oh, them little kids, grubby hands, been all in the box.
Them and their germs.
I definitely went there thinking like, yeah, because you remember last time at that Dark Matter party, I was like, damn, I don't even know what the pick they got. Shit up in here. Like if you don't go to a Dark Matter party, they be having Super Dog, Al's Beef Bar, deep dish pizza, tacos, halal.
They definitely be hooking it up crazy. If you guys haven't been to a Dark Matter event, definitely go.
I got a drink in my hand, a hot dog, a beef. Like, what a bed is.
They had tattoos one time. Like, they having a lot of shit going.
Yeah, whenever they had one of those, I always pull up, especially if I ain't doing shit. And like, it's a good wholesome hang for real. Like,
and they be having coffee and shit, you know. So
I grabbed me a couple of them things for real, them Dark Matter coffees, yo.
I love those things.
Yeah, well, it's about time they got to switch over to cold coffee. About that time.
Oh yeah.
Weather started to break.
Weather. Yeah, man. Summer. It's like not summertime shy yet. Gemini season loading. Mine and Perry's birthday.
Yes, sir.
About a month out.
Yeah.
We gotta wait until Taurus season.
I think that's next. I don't know.
Taurus season and then Gemini.
I don't be knowing for real.
I don't be knowing either. I just know that y'all can't wait for the Gemini extravaganza, birthday extravaganza. Your favorite Geminis?
It's a lot of information that I have to remember. I don't know how them girls be doing that shit.
Yeah, shouts out to you, Jamie. If you guys know Jamie be doing this shit and she be killing shit. And I don't know how she knows all the stuff either.
Like not even just like the shit that you can interpret from just like the facts of it for real. Like this is this day to this day.
Hell yeah.
And this time mean this how. Like, how the fuck y'all even?
I mean, they be looking up their Scorpios in the fucking newspaper and shit when they're younger type shit. I don't fucking know, man. I just like how Gemini sound. But anyway. Yeah, man, you was doing your modeling shit, bro, for Juggernaut. What the fuck was that about, bro? I opened up Instagram. All of a sudden, I saw my boy.
Big shouts out to Juggernaut, man. I came to model some hats for him and shit. Man. Asked me if I wanted to model some hats. Because after we did that freestyle fits, after that came out, finally came out. And that shit did very well for it. It was super fun. Like, that's why I fuck with Juggernaut. Because they always trying to create a lane, like create an opportunity for a motherfucker to like do some shit.
Hell yeah. I fucking love that for you guys.
I went there, modeled some hats for him, but it was bogus for real. As soon as we got outside, it started pouring raining outside.
Damn.
But we had to figure out on the fly like what we was gonna do and shit. But we came out. I like the product how it came out. For real.
Yeah, it's definitely cool, man. Pretty boy Perry.
I
In
know.
fact, he always be doing. Just know, bro. Over the years, you gotta know this. Perry randomly be doing this modeling shit randomly throughout the years, and I just think it's so funny. Yeah. Like he just has that on his resume. Also can model and like has done modeling.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I guess when you gifted, I mean,
when you young, gifted, and black, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes I have it. Actually, remember I thought I was out of here. It was one point I really thought I was out of here.
Oh yeah, with Wilhelmina.
Yeah, I was calling Giselle trying to get advice,
insight. Yeah, for real. Then both of my best friends are models.
But it's fun, yo. Yeah, shout out to Juggernaut, yo. The new shit they've been putting out is fire for real, yo. They always been going hard, but like, feel like now they got because they be dropping them exclusive t-shirts now. They doing more like. I don't know, and they've always have. I don't know. Fuck with Juggernaut, yo. They be doing them shows and shit. Shout out Juggernaut.
Was Adam there?
Nah, that shit was today. That Adele lake up.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Well, today, that
today. Was today for real. I was lyrics, but when we were getting ready, I was looking through the story, seeing this shit looked like it was lit for real.
Yeah, I saw in somebody's story they were talking about. I just drove past Juggernaut, and that line was long as hell.
Shout out to them, yo. Shout out, fuck with Adele. Remember that Y3 and shit?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, bro, I was gonna put that on my story like the other day, but then I was like, our niggas gonna be like, why do you have that fucking 6-year-old song out there?
Damn was hard back. Like I fucked with
girl,
Adele
what you wanna do?
Remember he was fucking with
you
Lean
like
and shit.
Niggas, me too.
that young Lean, Adele like era was fire.
You remember the stance?
Oh yeah,
Luau Dang.
Luau Dang. Rag and Bone.
See? If you know, you know. Oh, damn.
No. I was telling Roy, we were just talking about Roy. I hit the Roy today. I was like, G, hey, you listen to this Belly Gang Cushington album, bro? That shit is 10 out of 10, yo. I love it, for real. It's a refreshing trap shit. Storytelling, hood, trap shit.
Yeah, it definitely. I was listening to it while I was getting ready. It sounds good. I can't knock it. No. It definitely makes you just think of like Jeezy.
Yeah.
You know, like that's probably why. And I'd hate to compare him right away to somebody, but it was giving Jeezy and like yes, exactly hood storytelling. Yeah, I definitely felt that.
What's the name of the album? It just came out yesterday. I've been listening to it hella. The name of the album is called. Yes, The Streets Is Yours. That motherfucker came on hard and like I had to hear Roy up because just like we was talking about Roy and his storytelling and like how he like paint a picture, like this nigga really is doing that on some like traditional trap shit for real. Like I forgot that niggas could put substance in their songs and shit for real. Like when I came in here, we was talking about watching movies and like documentaries and shit and having to shed a tear for it.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, well, I put that Belly Gang almost like that. I had to look out the window after that shit.
Look off into the distance. Yeah. Ponder about some things.
For real, because I appreciate when a motherfucker is really talking about his life and like doing it in a fly manner. You feel me?
I mean, that's real player shit. It's
real play and like being vulnerable. Like this the thing. Like I was talking to Jermaine about it. Like Belly Gang and like say like any Atlanta like trap nigga, Money Man. They both rap that trap shit, that money shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like Belly Gang is like vulnerable. I feel like he's vulnerable and honest in it for real. Like he'll tell he'll tell you something loud about himself. Like Money Man will never tell you nothing loud about him for real.
I feel that.
He'll never tell you nothing that made him sad. He'll never tell you nothing that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what most trap shit for real. Like,
Facts.
everybody won't say what make you imperfect for real.
Not everyone will. Some people do though.
Like who? I mean, Future be trying to do it,
but
I feel like Future.
You what makes them sad? I mean, G Herbo be talking about.
Well, I'm talking about it like some real like trap shit. G Herbo main thing ain't just about trapping for real. He be talking about.
I mean, I was just saying like talking about like losing your friends.
Yeah, shit like that, and I love that G Herbo shit.
Yeah.
But like that's his story, like Belly Gang shit. Like he rapped on Cleaning Out My Closet by Eminem.
Yeah.
And it's like talking about his relationship with his mama and shit. I was like, damn. And he got on the outro, he was just talking about his family and shit. I'm like, it's so many things that I identify with on this shit that like, I'm like, damn, like he really captured that and brought me back to that time, like that moment in my life for real. I'm like, that's what I'm missing from this shit for real. Like I was at Expo earlier, I was telling Jerm, like we was looking at some of this art. And that's why I was like, these niggas ain't no artists for real that we be listening to. Like, this, niggas really be having purpose behind everything that they do type shit. Like, hold on. So, yeah, Expo was also today. I went to Expo earlier today, and we was talking about that shit, and we walked by this one exhibit, and it was just like, from a distance, it was like a bunch of, like, sketchbook papers taped on the wall, and it was just like, looked like little sticks, right? And I was full of shit on it, for real. Cause I was like, do your art make me feel something? Did this move me? And I was like, let me see if this moved me or not. So I'm looking at it and I got closer to it. I'm like, oh, these are like what? Burnt matches? And it's got words on the bottom. I'm like, what is this? So then the lady came up, she just started talking to us randomly and shit. And she was like, so every time, she would burn a match, and as the match was burning, sketch it out as fast as she could, right? In the time that the match was going out. And then at the bottom is the time that the match was burning for real. So she got all these things, like you can buy like so many hours of light. If you say, I want to buy 10 minutes of light, because each one is like 3 seconds, 5 seconds. Like however long the match burned, 14 seconds and shit.
Like, what? Was she drawing with the ash from the match?
No, like, she was drawing it as it was burning. So she only drew for as long as the match was burning.
Okay.
So it's like now you could buy, and then how much time the match burned is how much you drew, and that's what she wrote on the bottom. It's like, so how much time you could, like this section is 3 hours of time, because like all of the time that the match burned and added up, it's 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So if it burned for 14 seconds. 17 seconds, 22 seconds.
So they were little drawings and matches. Got it. I thought
and how each one burnt up, because they all was like, different and shit.
I thought you meant like physical, like burnt matches taped to like a paper or something. I was like, that sounds super smart.
No, it was like the drawings were really like, you look at it and I'm like, damn, that looked like this. It looked like a photo of a match. Like she did it like 35 seconds, and it'd be like 35 seconds. I'm like, damn, that shit kind of fucked me up, for real. Wow. He was like, you buying hours of light. I was like, what?
Wow. I feel you. Yeah, concept. I like that shit. I like that. Make you think about
some
stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these niggas ain't no artists, man. Like, you like, what's your shit? Like, what is this? Like, I listen to your shit, I'll be like, what is this? What you gonna say, nigga? That's what I'm trying to think. Like, that's why I made me thinking my art. Like, I need to be having purpose. And even if the purpose is just like anything that I could think of. Anything that I think of could be whatever I make it. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, type shit. Hell yeah. I'm trying to get there myself, bro. Instead of doing things so like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It can't just be because I chose to make it be.
Yeah. Well, shit, let me go ahead and play a song.
What you got?
This dude shit that I've been obsessed with. I don't even know this nigga, but his name 13 Degrees.
13 Degrees. Where's he from?
He from here for real. His video, I'm like, this shit is hard. I'm finna play this shit. Yes, sir. We're back, yo. That was the problem solved about 13 Degrees. Chicago artist. I'm about to see if I can link up with him. That shit hot for real.
I kind of fuck with him.
It's
man.
also like 2010.
He had to
like,
show me and shit, and I saw the videos and stuff, his little visuals.
Yeah, it's like something like 2010, like Roscoe Dash, Young LA, like have fun, let's turn up type shit. I feel like we've been missing.
Oh, for real.
Thug came out, put out his first single.
Oh my god.
I started to hit you up, and then I seen that you had already seen. I was like, yeah, Thug's #1 fan, definitely seen.
Yeah, man. Just waiting for the what's called UI Scuddy is the new project, and I think it's coming out.
For real?
Yeah, I think it's coming out next month.
Damn. Okay.
But like he dropped that one song with him in Future, like money.
Something like that.
Money on money.
Money on money for
with
real.
Future, and they really, it's a great song.
I fuck with it. It's hard for real. And like
really
Thug definitely been on one since he like that last song that he did with Baby.
Yeah.
I think that's the only other song he put out since he been out of jail. That shit was hard for real. Like I like him calling himself Spider.
Yeah.
It's like a new era of Thug, like Spider.
It is. And I guess he's on this mask shit. Like they had dropped the GQ interview with Thug and like
He had on Kanye mask, right?
Yeah, something like that. They were like, wow, the
Sparkly.
Kanye influence or whatever. But I'm like, all right. But yeah, it was like some weird ass mask and like with some fucking I don't even know what those feathers are called, but
I haven't seen it yet.
it was very interesting. He looked like a medieval. They were saying that he looked like a Skyrim character. It just looked like some weird, almost. It was giving kind of like Tizo touchdown. Like Tizo, if he like painted his like
he been
leather
away
jacket.
since. I bet he would have been fucking with Tizo. He been
Hell
away
yeah.
since Tizo got lit for real.
I'm waiting for that moment because I could
The
definitely
Thug
see him making
Tizo
some
link
shit.
gonna be crazy.
That could be fucking insane.
It's gonna be so questionable. You're gonna be like, wait, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
but he was talking about the mask like on some like. He doesn't feel like I don't know. I be fucking with him. He's not a strong interviewer, but like they were like the interviewer was immediately like I just have to ask, like about like the mask and stuff, and like Thug said it in whatever his avoidant like hood like quiet dude kind of way. Like I just feel like I don't want people to see me like that, like just trying to hide some scars and shit. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I fuck with it. Like Thug's like artistry is like different. Like his vision for shit. It like whenever I see it, like I said, I'm always like, this is questionable.
Yeah.
But then he backs it up with creativity for real.
Yeah.
And like I kind of understand where he was going. Like when he first did, what's the one when he had the dress on and shit and all the names of the songs? Yeah, when he dropped Jeffrey for real. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. And it wasn't because he was in a dress. It was just like, I don't know if this feels like a reach. And then I heard the songs and I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah,
and it's like hard to explain, but like I get it. Like he do it good, bro. Like he backs it up
for sure. The interviewer guy definitely brought that up. Like I liked the general interview. Young Thug is not a strong interviewer. Like that nigga's just a rapper. And like I
feel like it's who he talking to for real. Because like I seen an interview with him when he was on $1 Million Worth of Game for real. He was talking with other like niggas for real. I feel like he don't know how to talk. Not he don't know how to talk to, but like they don't know how to get what they need to get up out of him. For real. They don't know how to talk to him.
It was just giving very nervous, and I like kind of like that because it made it very human.
Yeah.
Because I felt his like nervousnness. Like that's a grown ass man, and his voice was like kind of cracking.
That nigga better be nervous. Don't say nothing loud.
But that, yeah. We were talking about that shit last night, just trying to read what that was because this is his first sit down interview since he got out, and it's like a dog that pissed on a rug. Like everyone in America got to see he pissed on a rug, and like they like spread it on the news for mad long, and everyone knows he did wrong and all of that shit. And now, right, exactly, like
don't say nothing loud.
Yeah. So they're probably looking at him with, and Atlanta's trying to revoke his probation right now too.
Oh, for real?
Yes,
yeah, because they waiting on that nigga to do some shit.
Yeah.
Like they asked him about gunning and shit, and like I don't know what they situation is, but like don't even ask. I saw that clip. I'm like, don't even ask him about that shit because he really can't say what he feel.
Yeah.
Like it don't even make sense to ask him that shit because it's not gonna be what actually it is right now. Even if he did give you a long ass answer, why would? And I know that's in their job. They gonna be like if they come back and they're like, why did you ask about it? They might fire you if you don't ask them about that. But like it's just like, yeah, he not gonna say how he really feel about this shit. I don't care. I don't know if he fuck with him. I don't know if there's some bad blood. I don't know what's going on. But I know I'm not gonna hear it in a GQ interview.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and people were trying to like timestamp it in like the comments, like the part that you guys are all like waiting for. But this was after I had watched it and I looked at the comments. And when I had clicked on it, it was just the part where he asked him about Gunna, like it was gonna be like this so profound thing. Like, what is Thug gonna say? How does he really feel about him? But the interviewer did ask him about the dress thing. Like he was just asking him all the things that maybe generally people would want to know about Thug. And he was like, what was that? Like he was like, you know, your style and your influence on fashion, especially like in Atlanta and like rap. He was like, what, explain the dress and like why, like was this whole thing. And like, I feel like the interviewer kind of set up the question kind of weird because Thug kind of answered it in a weird way. Cause it's like, it seemed like he was trying to trap him a little bit. He was like, did you wear it to be like, not promiscuous, but like.
He wore it because he's new age Liberace.
But he wore it, but he said he was like literally to make people mad. But he had stopped because he was like promiscuous promiscuous to a man is crazy. Because that's how the interview had asked him.
Pause.
Like as if he, right. Because he had asked him like as if it was like a sexual way, way that like as if he wore the dress to be sexy type shit. No, and he was like, first of all,
he wore it because I'm glamorous, nigga. Like Liberace, nigga. Like, like the reincarnation of just being, of just the most I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and knowing that it'd be like just pissing niggas off.
You know what I'm saying? Who gonna be Elton John? I might as well step up and be Elton John.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why a hood nigga can't be Elton John?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I fuck with that. I don't know. He has a way that he carries himself. I understand he's just another rap nigga, but
one thing in the song, I mean, the song is definitely hard. Like, and like I said, I feel like he rapping in a different tone. Yeah. Now it's like the next chapter of Thug, and I like it, but I will say that like I am getting tired of the song switching halfway in the song for a different song.
Yeah,
I would have just wanted Future just rap on the same song that he was rapping on.
Yeah,
because I feel like that's like the new shit everybody doing. Cardi was doing it, hella Drake and Party did it on every song. I'm like, why is every song a switch up into another song for you? Like I feel like niggas just be having two songs that they can't think of second verses for. They just put it, because that's what I would do. Because that's the first thing I thought. I was like, maybe I'll take two of my half songs and put them together and shit.
That's probably what they're
I think that's what they doing for real.
And I don't want to say that Drake is the one who like started that, but I feel like that was some Drake shit because that used to be my favorite part of Drake's songs. I was like, wait, I love this song, but like when it gets to the latter part of the song, it switches up, and I love the switch up.
And like, I wouldn't say Drake started because it was hella songs. It's hella songs that I know they got switch ups in on. But I feel like Drake was the one that started doing it on every fucking song. For sure, for real.
And they're definitely trying to make, like, it's like so dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, I know we be talking about power rap, and this is something completely different. But they're trying to make it powerful by it being like, oh shit, now that it turned it to the next level. And like, sometimes it gets like anticlimactic because you're like, niggas have literally used that same
it's getting
format.
Overdone. Like I said, I know niggas been doing it way before. That nigga, remember Kanye did it on Mercy when 2 Chainz scooped the color of champagne.
You're right.
Then Kanye came on the beat chains and shit. Like niggas been doing that shit, but like it kind of feel like every single song do that now. Yeah. But I do like the song overall. You already know Future. Same thing with Future. The Ace Gang Future is the the next level of Future for real.
For sure. Yeah, he was definitely looking like old head Future on the fucking song. I mean, Jeff looking old too. Like these niggas are not these young.
Jeff got to get that jail weight off him.
Yeah, I mean he's just a grown man now. For real. But they did kind of the interviewer was asking him like stuff about the album, and I'm excited about it because I guess, and respect too, because I be feeling like some of that is like they like do it for like the acting of it all, but I guess Mariah the Scientist is on there, and there's like a song that is very passionate and love felt.
Okay.
And they're like singing, like, I don't want to say to each other. I want to hear it too. That's because the interviewer said them singing to each other, and I'm like, I don't think it's probably gonna sound like that, but I like how, like when they were talking about that there's like a certain lane of vulnerability that he's still sticking in.
That's the same shit we talking about Belly Gang. Like, make a song, nigga.
Yeah.
Instead
about
of
your feelings and
you know what I'm saying, about how you feel it for real. Like, Cause I know that was rough on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like on the Little Baby song, he said he was having his way all the time. but,
Yeah.
But like, I don't care if you have your way or not. That's hard on you for real. And I want to hear about that.
And they were trying to pull that kind of information from him too. But like, it just sucks because it's like, it's leading in an interview when you say like, you know, because like Thug has kids and stuff. And it was like, oh yeah, like, you know, we all saw like you like sat there and you did your time. Like, was it like he was asking shit like, was it rough? Like, did you miss your kid? Like,
you know, but
and he's like, absolutely, because duh, bro, everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna get much more from
like,
that, but he can probably express it better.
But that's the thing is like he could. I would think he could express it better in a song, and if he was talking to somebody that he thought could understand, like, like if he was talking to Wallow, Wallow would have got that out of him for real. You know, man, like Wallow was in jail for 20 years for real. Like Wallow could get that out of you for real.
That's real.
And even that last time that Wallow in them interview held, Wallow was telling them like, bro, chill out, bro. Like they not playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I fuck with Wallow. And that's why I feel like it needs to be more outlets that's run by niggas like that niggas can relate to for real.
That's very real, man. In respect to like Vice and all of that, but like that noisy shit, that
like
used to rub me the wrong way.
Yeah, like niggas not finna show you they real selves when you send this nigga out here.
You send this white dude out to the hood so that he can be, and it could, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's gonna look weird, but like, what is that interview cadence? Yeah. Like, you know, like what is that? Because you need a certain amount of relatability so that like a good conversation. Yeah,
because like at that point, nigga putting on a show, like he know that you can't. Because I'll be watching, like, you know, I'll be watching them hood documentaries on YouTube and shit. I'll be watching when they do like the white dude go to old block, he talking to the old block niggas and shit like that. Like them niggas, this is a show to them niggas at that point for real. They trying to just be funny and shit, but like you send a nigga that's really gonna get some shit out of you for real, like it'll make your art better for real. Like I was saying, that belly game.
That's very real.
Had me look like I would have hit songs that's gonna make me look out the window on a nigga for real.
Type shit for real.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's because I'm old. Maybe that's because I'm old.
I mean maturity. Yeah, I mean shit. You know.
I mean, shit. That's all. Shit, Riot Fest niggas like. That's why I said I'm old, man. Riot Fest keep getting better to me, and like everything else keep getting worse. It ain't really getting better to me. Lineup is good. It's definitely good. The new Riot Fest lineup, you saw it?
Hell yeah.
We gotta go.
Good. I gotta see Blink-182.
This is the thing about the Riot Fest lineup. Like
people be dropping out.
It get better for certain people.
Or it gets worse, bro, because when
it get worse for me.
They dropped the lineup, right?
It's definitely worse.
But they dropped the lineup, right? As it gets closer to Riot Fest, the cancellations be fucking insane.
That's because niggas is old. They don't give a fuck for real.
But then it'd be like, you're so excited because they dropped the lineup. Just like, you know what I'm saying? But Riot Fest, something about their, retention with these artists. And I get that things come up, but
it's because they have fucking Blink-182, Green Day, Weezer.
No, but I get what you said.
They got all that.
But that's because niggas is old and like already are established. They don't need, like, if you don't need the money for real and anything come up that I don't feel like, all right, for the do it.
It's cool to have all those bands, but like the more local acts and stuff, bro. Like I wasn't seeing really.
No, I mean but it ain't. I feel like it ain't really for that. It's for the nostalgia. And like I said, like a motherfucker be like. It could be anything come up and like I'm old. I don't give a fuck for real.
No, I feel you. I'm just talking about the like you know like the festival goer because if you're going because of the nostalgia, my favorite band,
it might get replaced.
You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood. Like if Blink dropped out, and right before Riot Fest started, like I would be literally. Like so annoyed, but there's nothing I could do.
But the lineup, I think the lineup is good, and I think it is worth it. It's definitely enough like good bands on there to make it worth it. I just like hate the fact that they like abandon their like hip hop audience.
Yes,
there's not
1,000%.
I hate that they did that for real.
What? Yeah, that's
like I think they got like 3 hip hop artists on this whole thing for real.
I don't know if they even have that many.
They got Rico Nasty on here.
And I be wondering what that is, right? Because y'all know I be sensitive about this shit. But like it'd be like spaces like Riot Fest where I'd be so excited, right? And not that like my black friends wouldn't be in there, but it'd be like, oh shit, like if there was like a hip hop act, like you know how they throw like Wu-Tang in the mix.
That's what I'm saying.
Something at Pitchfork.
I feel like they used to like.
Yeah.
I feel like they used to make that a point.
Right. And it felt like in space like that, it felt like parties that I would throw at my house. Cause like the different kinds of groups of people that would come together. And then Riot Fest was so like lit because of that. Because I'm like, damn, they
Yeah,
got the
like
hood niggas
I got
out
to
here
see
too.
Damian Marley. I got
Yeah,
to see.
you know what I'm saying?
I
You
got
got
to
the
see.
Rockstar
I got to see like Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
I got to see. I got to see Snoop. It was always some type of hip hop on
But
there.
it makes me, again, and this is just me assuming, but it's because I be sensitive about shit like that to be making me feel like we're talking about it in a space that we're in right now. But like, are there other? But wait, are there other people and people who run the shit who are getting feedback from the other people who don't like hip hop, who have made a point to talk about not wanting hip hop on the lineup?
I just think they might have just
and they
felt
want to
like,
keep it punk rock
I feel like
and
they just
keep
think
it
like
white. What if they want to keep it white?
maybe it wasn't profitable enough, but I don't know because I feel like it was just as thick for every hip hop. Maybe they just not. It could be any reason for real, but like that's the one thing that like when I seen the lineup for the past 2, maybe 3 years that like disappointed me. But I could see how somebody could think this lineup because the lineup is good for real. Like, there's a lot of niggas on here that I would want to see for real. Like I want to see Blank. I have seen Blank. I seen Blank a long time ago for real.
Yeah,
I seen Blank with Wayne.
that sounds so crazy.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And like they got the Sex Pistols, but like it's not the whole Sex Pistols. Yeah, like Jack White would be cool. Jack White would definitely be cool. Idols is gonna be fire for real.
For sure. Jimmy's ass. Shout out Jimmy. Jimmy definitely finna be in that bitch for
Knock
that.
Loose, be fire. They trio always there. The Beach Boys is like kind of. I'm like,
Beach Boys is sick. I'm definitely trying to see.
John Stamos be with them.
Yeah. I'll be with them.
But it definitely turned into a thing. Like I love the lineup too. Like I was excited
Like
about it.
it's actually a really good lineup.
But
It's just not what I wanted.
I'm just accepting it for that Riot Fest will be the thing that I go to see the rock shit only type. Like I'm just ready and know that it's gonna be like that now. And that kind of sucks to like
Because they would
put
even throw
themselves in
like
a box like that.
They would even throw like a Boosie Collins in there.
Right.
Boosie Collins, I'm
You
gonna go.
feel me?
Like, man, I think they had Ice Cube one year.
Right.
You know,
Right. Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is, man. It's still a lot of good bands here. Like, it's definitely worth the money this year for real. Screeching Weasels, Military
that's
Gun.
insane.
They got Hanson on this bitch. They got the Academy Years on this bitch.
Wow. Wow. Unlocked memory.
Whenever somebody bring up the Academy Years, I tell them like, cause like they from like here. I used to see them back before they were big. Like I remember like Austin Neely and his band was in that lane and shit. So I had seen them before. I mean, they played with like June and shit. Yeah. But yeah, I remember like seeing them, and I remember that album coming out, and the Almost Here album came out, and them niggas blew the fuck up. It was the first guy I see actually turn into rock stars, because I saw them when they was regular, and then that album came out, and then like they was playing Warped. So I'm like, this nigga got on leather pants. He a real rock star.
He made it.
I was talking about because we like 1920 type shit. I'm like, this nigga got on leather pants. I'm about to pay $500 pants. He really made it. This shit was on MTV and shit. I'm like, damn, they really made it for real.
I ain't thought about the Academy as in so long, bro. Completely forgot about them.
They got Gym Class Heroes on here. Shout out my nigga. They should have been on here for real. Like that's the only hip hop. I think the only hip hop is Rico Nasty and Gym Class Heroes.
Was he? Yeah.
They got the Cobra Starship on this bitch. I fucked with the Cobra Starship.
Is that the I Believe in a Thing Called Love?
No. I don't think so. I remember that. I remember the
Cobra
kids. The kids is all fucked up.
Wait, what does that mean?
That's the song I used to fuck with them when I used to fuck with like
Oh, never mind.
Motion City soundtrack and shit. I fuck with Cobra Starship, Head Automatica. They was like in that bag for real.
For sure. I actually don't know who this is at all.
We'll listen to it.
Now that I'm looking at the band picture, I'm like, who the fuck is this?
We'll listen to it when it's over. Who else? It was somebody else on here that I used to actually like really fuck with for it. I would love to see. Where is it at? Because they got good bands all down into the little ones. Citizen, Censors Fail.
Period.
Like I know they've been back and they played it, but I haven't seen it though. I haven't seen them back.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Have I seen Census Fail? Maybe I have actually back in the day, but yeah, I haven't thought about them. As I was saying, the older I get, like I be forgetting. Like, these are the things that I'll add to my Apple Music later right now because I haven't thought about them since I was like mad young, bro.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Well, before we get out of here, man, the NBA playoffs have begun, and you know I've been watching that shit like crazy for real. Currently where we at, the Memphis Grizzlies have just gotten eliminated. Shout out Ja, man. They took my nigga Ja out. The nigga Ja got injured. Them playing the last couple games. And they out of here. The Nugget series is pretty interesting. It's a lot of interesting series going on right now. Yeah. The Nuggets is playing the Clippers for real. They just had a game winner, Aaron Gordon. At the last second, Jokic threw a heave and it missed. He dunked that bitch. Ball literally came out his hand. It was 0.1. It was on his hand, and then 0.0. It was off.
Wow.
Right before we were setting up, I was just watching that shit.
That's insane.
Man, yo, like I told y'all, I'm on Team Lakers, and like, damn, we gonna see, bro. Like it's looking kind of lamp for real. The Lakers is down in the series now. They playing who is the Lakers is playing the Timberwolves. Oh. No, the Hawks ain't make it. They playing the Anthony Edwards.
True.
That nigga LeBron. So yesterday, I guess it was Luka's flu game. Luka was sick. They say he was throwing up.
Ugh.
And he was still playing. He only had like 7.
Oh, his flu. Okay, sorry. Look, I fucking glitched out. Yeah, some fucking Michael Jordan shit.
Bron had 38. He was carrying them niggas. That nigga Anthony Edwards turned up in the last like 1 minute. Damn. Took lead to series 2-1. Damn.
Wow.
And let me think. What other series is good? Milwaukee won. Won today.
Let's go.
Milwaukee. I was like, damn, Milwaukee. They playing the Pacers right now, and I was like. Pacers was beating their ass. Milwaukee came back and got one. And I'm like, damn, Dame and Giannis, y'all can't get it done with Kyle Kuzma. Y'all can't get it done.
I ain't watching damn basketball.
Yeah, that's because y'all been moving since the playoffs started. You ain't been watching it with me.
Yeah.
Who else is a good series? The Rockets. The Rockets is playing Golden State. That's a good series too, for real. That nigga Draymond and that nigga Dylan Brooks. You remember Dylan Brooks?
The Rockets?
Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, Houston ain't been... and Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. Remember last year? See, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about growth for real.
So they
last year, we was all sitting here clowning
the Pistons. They can play now?
Bro, we was all sitting here last year clowning the Pistons. Remember, I was like, niggas breaking records on how shitty they are. The White Sox, the Pistons had the longest losing streak in NBA history last year. Bro, they turned it around in 1 year. They wasn't even in the play-in. They had a solidified spot in the playoffs for real.
Damn.
They playing, who the Pistons playing? They playing, I want to say they playing. I can't remember who they playing, but they keeping up. Oh, they playing New York.
Okay.
I really want New York to come out the East, only because the New York Knicks ain't won a championship in so fucking long. Since before my time. Yeah. I think they might have won. Last time they won, they had Phil Jackson on their team. I think the last time the Knicks won a championship.
Didn't they win something? Remember that one thing?
They ain't won shit.
Remember that one video? What's that dude's name? Stephen A. or whatever?
What about him?
With Spike Lee.
Yeah,
remember
last year. Last year. That was during the playoffs. They lost.
Okay. Oh, I thought they were winning.
They might have won the game. They lost the series. They did not proceed
because they were turning up. Remember, I thought
they still doing because now they got Karl Anthony Towns and shit. I like the Knicks. I want the Knicks to come out because like the city gonna be crazy. Yeah. If the Knicks get to the finals,
but I thought I'm getting deja vu. I thought we talked about this shit because
we probably did last year until they got spanked.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, by Indiana. Yeah, like because we thought the Knicks was gonna win that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, the Knicks about to, because I said the same thing I said this year. I was like, if the Knicks go to the finals, we might have to go out there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. You were like, the city will literally go.
Yeah, we might. It might be worth just flying out there and just going to a bar out there and watching it.
Thanks.
Because the city go, but Indiana came out. Tyree Halliburton took his belt off.
Belt to ass.
Belt to ass for real. I was like, damn. That's what I say. Is that who they playing right? No. Pacers playing. Knicks is playing. Yeah, I'm high, bro. I'm mixing it up. I just was talking about who the Knicks was playing, and I forgot who the Knicks was playing. The Knicks is playing Detroit.
Okay,
No.
for sure. They're playing tonight.
No, it's hella games. They don't play tonight. They play tomorrow. The weekend is hella games. So it's over with.
Fact.
No, it's probably a game on right now. We better go get to watching it. We have time. Let's put the last quarter on for real.
Let's get it, man.
Hell yeah. This is season. This is still season 1. Once we get our steady, like our main like set going that we building, it's gonna be season 2. This still season 1.
FV2 in this bitch.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what it is. This is the Face Value Podcast, episode 295.
Yeah, y'all know what it is.